Keep trying. Soon you'll have no energy left. Just enough to be good for me.
A beautiful blonde girl was enjoying a relaxing moment on the sunny beach, completely unaware that dangerous men were secretly photographing her. The pictures were quickly sent to a shady man who immediately noticed two striking girls. After some discussion, they came up with a plan and sent a smooth-talking man to approach them. The women let their guard down and were suddenly kidnapped. They were locked in a cage with other victims, and the nightmare had only just begun. Only a few hours earlier, Carla and her best friend Tammin had been enjoying a getaway at a seaside villa. They had no idea the area was crawling with human traffickers hunting for beautiful women. The gang treated the victims like luxury goods to make huge profits. The women were locked inside containers and transported away. With a strict 3-day deadline, the boss ordered his men to erase all evidence. Meanwhile, the girls were still enjoying the sunshine, unaware of the danger. Carla and Tammin quickly caught the traffickers' attention. Photos of them were sent to the boss, who grew excited and immediately ordered a trap to be set. Leonard, the man sent to approach them, tried to charm the girls, but they remained cautious. Refusing to give up, he secretly followed them, discovered their villa, and reported back. That night, Carla was on the phone with her mother, sharing details about her day. Her mother reminded her to be careful. Moments after the call ended, there was a knock at the door. Carla opened the door and was immediately drugged. Meanwhile, Tammin, who was listening to music, noticed Carla was gone, rushed to check, and was quickly knocked unconscious as well. The traffickers sped away, locking the two girls in the trunk of their car. Leonard hesitated and asked what had happened to them, but the gang merely shrugged. Money was all that mattered. Carla and Tammin were taken to the boss, who inspected them before throwing them into the basement with the other captives. Terrified, the girls could barely speak. Carla realized that Tammin had been taken elsewhere to be inspected by the boss. Slowly, she understood that they were destined to become sex slaves. The other captives had already accepted this grim reality. More victims kept arriving. Leonard was handed a stack of cash, and the traffickers were told that even more women would be brought in. On their way back, the gang unexpectedly ran into the police. A thug wielding a knife posed a serious threat. Leonard hid, but before the situation could be controlled, one officer was stabbed and another was killed. The gang stole guns, and Leonard quietly took several phones. The guards warned the girls that the desert was harsh and freezing, making escape nearly impossible. The boss received a call from a buyer. Despite one girl missing, the deal went ahead. The parents of the missing girls were in a state of panic. Tammin's mother and Carla's mother contacted each other and realized their daughters had disappeared at a tourist spot. The police quickly planned a search operation. In the basement, Carla gathered the other girls who needed information to survive. One victim shared her story. She had been on the beach when a handsome young man approached her, invited her to dinner, and later drugged her in a desert house. Another girl found a man's wallet, returned it, and became close to Leonard, the very man who had approached them all. The boss inspected each victim like merchandise. One girl whispered about someone who had tried to resist. She was injured, photographed, and then disappeared. To the traffickers, appearance was everything. Any flaws made a girl harder to sell. Meanwhile, Leonard called his sick sister and sent her money, hinting that he was trapped in this criminal world. The next morning, Carla discovered a piece of electrical wire. Leonard appeared, causing the girls to scream. He advised them to conserve their strength for the upcoming sea transport and left some sedatives, suggesting that he might help them. He also revealed important information. The victims were transported by sea, and the deal was scheduled to take place the following day. After receiving a tip from Tammin's mother, the police arrived at Carla's house. There were 5 reports of missing women in total. The girls had planned a trip, but the local guide noticed nothing unusual. Banks remained inactive as well. The police said it was still too early to act, but the captain ordered a new investigation. Unaware of this, the girls began making their own plans. Carla took the lead, and they started preparing to fight back. When the boss brought a drugged drink to Tammin, she pretended to take a sip, spat it out, smashed the bottle over his head and ran. His men immediately gave chase. Carla stood by, ready to act. Lucy distracted 2 guards with flirtation, and another girl joined in to help. They turned the camera away just in time. Then, they slipped sedatives into the beer, tricking the guards. The boss restarted the camera, completely unaware of what had just happened. The police told Carla's mother that the kidnappers might know she was wealthy and were waiting for a ransom. Some officers, however, suspected the opposite, thinking the kidnappers might not realize just how rich her family was. Back at the hideout, one guard began to feel drowsy from the sedatives, while the other remained alert. The camera captured everything, and the boss panicked as he saw the girls attempting to escape. He immediately ordered a chase. A few girls managed to get away first, but one, in a panic, tripped and fell onto a metal bar, dying instantly. Carla, Lucy, and another girl climbed over the wall and ran into the desert, adrenaline surging. They ran in panic, but the traffickers were close behind. One thug cut across and caught the third girl. She fought fiercely, even biting off his finger, but he flew into a rage and killed her brutally. Carla told Lucy to split up to improve their chances of survival. They hid in a mountain crevice, staying out of sight while the pursuers circled back toward the vehicle. Exhausted, Carla spotted a house in the distance. She knocked on the door, pleading for help, but no one answered. Frustrated, she struck the door with a rock, injuring her hand but pushing through the pain. While checking the lock inside, she accidentally triggered an alarm. The boss saw it on the monitor and realized someone was inside, so he immediately sent people to investigate. Unaware of the approaching danger, Carla began searching for food and water. Meanwhile, Lucy arrived at a dilapidated hut, but found nothing useful inside, only a homeless man and no supplies. She decided to keep moving. Tam was running in panic. Chased by a vehicle, she slipped and was impaled by a sharp, dry tree branch. Realizing there was no hope for rescue, the trafficker cursed and reported back to the boss. He ordered her and the others to be captured. Tammin yanked the branch out, enduring the pain, and struck the pursuer's head with a rock, buying herself some time. Inside the house, Carla found a woman's wallet and recalled Lucy's story about how Leonard had taken her to a similar place. She noticed a camera in the corner of the room and immediately sensed danger. Grabbing a knife and some food, she slipped away as a vehicle stopped outside. One trafficker entered, but Carla slipped past him, leaving the bag of food behind. Another thug waited outside. She hid behind a car, holding her breath until they left. Frustrated at not catching any of the girls, the boss drove around and spotted Lucy. The boss chased after them. Lucy crawled into a cave but accidentally made a noise. She grabbed a rock to defend herself, which alerted a thug. He pinned her down, trying to strangle and attack her. Carla rushed in and slashed his throat, while Lucy stabbed him in a panic. The two of them pulled each other to safety and kept running. Another trafficker spotted the body and began pursuing them with binoculars. Meanwhile, the police discovered a voice message on a victim's phone that Leonard had previously accessed. Tracking the signal, they focused on a desert route and began organizing a search. Sensing something was wrong, the boss checked the cameras and realized Leonard had betrayed him. He left just before the girls escaped, making himself a suspicious figure. Lucy wanted to keep running, but Carla refused. She was determined to return to the villa. When Lucy asked why, Carla shared a personal tragedy. Her sister had drowned when she was a child, and she had tried to save her, but failed. The guilt haunted her for years. Now, Carla was determined to save the other girls and dismantle the trafficking ring to prevent further tragedies. Lucy, both moved and fearful for her life, decided to split off and escape on her own. A trafficker spotted Carla in a rage and began attacking her. Hearing her screams, Lucy hesitated but then threw a rock at the thug's head. Carla managed to blind one of his eyes. They grabbed each other's hands and ran together. Carla realized that the trafficker's vehicle was their only way out. Meanwhile, Tamsin, who had stolen a car, collapsed from blood loss. Back at the hideout, the boss summoned Leonard and showed him a video of the betrayal. Furious, he smashed Leonard's head on the table, dragged him into the desert, and shot him dead. Leonard, barely alive, crawled to a car and saw Tamsin dead in the driver's seat. Feeling guilty, Leonard grabbed a radio and drove off to find Carla and Lucy, hoping everything would end safely. Carla's mother, worried sick, had paid for a helicopter search to the villa. Only the boss remained at the hideout. Hearing the vehicle, he grabbed his gun, thinking it was new victims. Leonard, pretending to deliver goods, lured the boss outside. At that moment, Carla and Lucy ambushed the boss, striking him with blunt objects until he was unconscious. When he woke up, the girls had thrown him into the basement and surrounded him. Still defiant, he struggled, but Lucy took her revenge by castrating him. The other girls pulled her away, leaving him to face the consequences. The helicopter arrived just in time. The girl's mother broke down in tears upon seeing her daughters alive. In a brief, haunting moment, Carla imagined her sister being rescued from the river that had taken her so many years ago. The nightmare was finally over. The traffickers were defeated and the girls were able to experience freedom at last. This is the full story of Escape 2023, a tale of courage, wisdom, and survival. The movie has ended. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I truly look forward to your feedback. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.